Alright, so we are going to do problem number 3-15 on page 3-64 in the text. Uh, I am going to create this drawing using the Loft tool. I'm basically going to also project a plane or create an additional projection plane to show you how we can use these two tools and create parts in this way as well. So to start out with, we will start by drawing this on the front viewing plane. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool. So select our origin point here, move up to the right. This measures 7 inches wide by 2 inches high. We'll put that in place. And I also have a slot kind of going over this way. Now we'll go ahead and dimension this. Again, looking in the top view, we can see that the dimension from here is going to be 1.5. So, and this dimension here will be 3 inches. So now that leaves me with the dimension for the bottom of this slot, which comes off of here, and we can see from the front view that that's 0.75. There, let's trim this top line out, and there is my front viewing plane. So we'll finish this sketch. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it around and rotate it into the isometric view. Now I want to create another plane. So we can refer to this as the front viewing plane. I also have a rear viewing plane here as well. So let's go ahead and let's offset this plane using the plane construction tool. And we're going to offset this by 2.5 inches. So now I can rotate around, use my view cube to rotate around, and now I'm going to sketch on this plane. So while I'm in this plane on the sketch, I can go ahead and I can either draw or project these lines. So notice if I click on these lines, they kind of activate, but I don't really see them. They're in the plane that I'm trying to draw on. So let's kind of take a look for just a second. If I use the project tool, so let's go ahead and use the project tool, and I'm going to select these lines now using my project tool. So now you'll notice I've got those 4 lines selected. Let's take a look here. Now you can kind of see how they've came up, and we do have some lines that are more or less projected up on here with this geometry. And I can click OK. So, and we clearly see those. Now, let's go ahead and try to extend this line, see if it will let us. So it doesn't look like it. So let's kind of come back to this view. I use those points. Let's go ahead and physically draw these lines there so that we know that they're in there. Now, we're going to kind of follow the same logic here when we draw this. So I'm dimensioning this the same way, and I'm going to assume that because the top view shows that that is a 45-degree angle, hopefully this will work out, but we'll double check to make sure that it does. So let's go ahead and assign this. This is 1.5, and from here over again is the 3 inches, and then the dimension from here to there is going to be 0.75. All right, let's finish the sketch here so that we can kind of see what we've got. So, oh, and I forgot to trim that out. So I want to go back and trim that, which is not a big deal. I can go right back here, right click, edit the sketch, and use my trim tool. Let's trim that out, finish the sketch. That takes care of that. So now I can go, and we're going to now use the Loft tool. So here's what's kind of neat. So here's the Loft tool. So I'm going to say I want from here to there, and we'll hit OK. There we go. So now to verify, so so if I look down on the top, so we want to make sure that these are 45 degrees. I'm going to come over here to my inspect tool and measure. And I'm going to measure from here to there. And lo and behold, sure enough, that is 45 degrees when we measure that. So we're in good shape there with that. Now, at this point, the only thing really left to do with this is to go ahead and add those two holes, or the we got the hole there in the middle, and then we also have the hole or the semicircular holes on both ends. And that's something that by now you should be able to pretty easily do on your own. So I will go ahead and let you take care of that to finish up drawing P3-15. Last thing, just to make sure, let me save this. P3-15, and we're going to put hyphen your first initial followed by your last name. So let's kind of come back. There we go. My location where I'd be saving this right now is Automoblock, Block, so we want to go back and put this back in chapter 3 problems. So, and save there, and now we're finished with this tutorial.